Even a saint can fall from grace. You know the choice is yours to make. What are you gonna do? With a little bit of doom and gloom, doom and gloom, doom and gloom. With a little bit of doom and gloom, doom and gloom, doom and gloom. When the day turns into night, don't let the darkness fill your mind with doom.
Professional wrestling. I'm sorry, I seem to have misplaced something here.
We love ourselves, Goose.
Oh, it's a magic trick.
Okay.
Don't make me pull out the boo. Boo! Come on! Yeah!
That's a good sign.
I love you, Goose. And that was
I love you too. Thank you very much for having compassion and taking it easy on me. That was very embarrassing. All right, we acknowledge we are on Treaty 6 territory, the ancestral home of the Cree, Dene, Blackfoot, Nakota Sioux, Saulteaux, and Métis nations, Region 2, 3, and 4. All right, guys, let's get warmed up. You guys over here, let's hear you make some noise. Pretty decent, pretty decent. Y'all over here, let's hear you make some noise. All right, the idea is you guys are supposed to be a little bit louder than they were. Let's try it one more time. All right. You guys over here, let's hear you make some noise. Make some feather plucking noise. The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Love Pro Wrestling and the Clandestine Wrestling Society present
This contest, Ben Omen.
a prelude to LPW 18. My name is Big Bad Boris, and we're starting off with a hell of a match. Very, very interesting. A student versus teacher affair as the leader of the Clandestine Society, God's Gift to Wrestling, makes his way out to ringside to take on his trainee, his protege, if you will, Jared Rogers. Blais has built Jared Rogers from the ground up. His sole professional wrestling trainer. And you know that MRB is absolutely not going to take it easy on his student. Maybe even go a little bit rougher, maybe a little bit of a live.
Introducing his opponent.
Maybe a little bit of a live training session, if you will. Jared Rogers recently first secured that first big win of his young career, defeating Sebastian Wolf, which is no short order. And you have to wonder what's going on.
Ladies and gentlemen, he weighs in at 170 pounds. He comes to us from right here in Edmonton, Alberta. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the sensational Jared Rogers.
And you have to wonder what's going through young Jared Rogers' head as he steps in. A win over his mentor. Be a great thing not only for his career, but absolutely for his psyche as well. Both of these athletes have massive matches tomorrow night at LPW 18 Hot Tag, right back here at the Rec Room in Edmonton, Alberta. There is the bell. We are underway. Ben Oman, your third man in the ring, and Blais already with that potentially evil smirk on his face. And he blocks that first shot, that first forearm, puts the brakes on. A little bit of confidence here from young Jared Rogers. Collar on elbow tie, but immediately Teacher takes over with the side headlock, grounding him down. Headlock takeover, just bringing him up just to take him back down again. MRB going to be part of that three-team war tomorrow night. Seven, the Rads and Clandestine Society all going to go to battle once again. Nothing was solved last month. If anything, tensions are higher than ever. Jared Rogers is going to be involved in that scramble match. Jack Bride defending that LPW Scramble Championship. But right now, he's in there with the Teacher. MRB running him over with that shoulder tackle. Up to his feet. Nice arm drag. Rogers looking to follow up. Use some of that speed. Up and over goes MRB. Landing on his feet. Perhaps Blais a little taken aback. You can see the look of surprise after that shoulder tackle. Rogers landing on his feet again. Monkey flip. Able to string together some offense. MRB back on his heels. Charging in to that massive spine buster. Blais knows how to kill a rally. I'm sure that victory over Sebastian Wolf is the furthest thing from the mind of young Jared Rogers. Oh man, hard knife edge chop ringing off the walls here at the Rec Room. European uppercut sends him down to the canvas hard, and now Blais able to slow the pace down. Perhaps start picking apart his opponent, teaching lessons to his student. Fans choosing not to clap along with Blais. Perhaps an interesting development. Jared Rogers, very, very popular young man early on his career here at LPW. Butterfly suplex hurled him 3/4 of the way across the ring. Hooking that far leg. 2 count only, says Judge Ben Oman. We have got a stellar main event Iron Man match. In your main event, Marz the Specialist representing 7 going to take on Stephen Crowe of the Clandestine Society in a 30-minute Iron Man match ahead of that big tag team battle tomorrow night. Rogers trying to rally the fans behind him. Blais all of his weight across the back. Rogers trying to get back up to the vertical base. Firing in some elbows, looking for some separation. Able to get out of the clutches of Blais. Blais able to go behind. Amateur style takedown. Again, Blais killing a rally.
Jared is not garbage. Leave him alone. MRB.
Blais now able, like I said, to slow that pace down, work his style, work his pace, pick him apart. Calling for that brainbuster. If he can hit that one, it might be over before it ever really got started. Rogers trying to keep that center of gravity low, dropping that knee down to the canvas. Does not want to go for the ride. Third time, can't get it done. Blais perhaps rethinking strategy. Ducked that big right hand. Ooh, firing back. Big forearm. Make it 2. Caught him with the boot. There's those veteran instincts. Fool me once. Into the buckle. Wedging the skull of Jared Rogers. Popped right out. Oh, he faked him out with the cross body into the sunset flip. 2 count only. Perhaps Jared Rogers learning a little bit too well. Blais up and over the top. Jared Rogers. 2 feet through the ropes down to the floor. Those front rows, that's the splash zone. Rogers making friends at ringside. Maybe it took a little bit too long. Snaps off the head scissors. Blais right back up to his feet and taken right back down again. Rogers trying to keep Blais off kilter. Fired across the ring into the buckle. Perhaps looking tornado DDT. Going for the cover, might steal one. Blais out at 2. Rogers a little frustrated, but he knows he's on the right track. Snapmare out of whatever that was going to be. Maybe inverted DDT, wanted no part of it. And now Blais showing he can throw bombs with the best of them. Oh, man. Not a fun way to spend a Thursday night. Rogers able to duck the clothesline. Blais able to sidestep the drop kick. Again, the teacher 1 step ahead, rolling through. Be looking for that brainbuster again. Inside cradle from Rogers, shoulders down. Again, almost got it done. Ducking those wild swings from Blais. Hit the enziguri to the back of the head, still on his feet. TJ Cannon, T.Y. Jackson. Rads at 7, going to go one-on-one a little bit later on tonight. Rogers rolling through. Blais charging in, but caught the point of the elbow. Took too much time, got caught, wedged that head right between the eyes. 3 kicks.
Pay him his money, Jared! LRB! LRB!
Violent display of footwork from the former LPW Grand Champion. Now Blais perhaps looking to finish off his protege, to display perhaps your training is not complete. Inverted fireman's carry. Blais perhaps could be looking for that airplane spin. Around and around he goes. Zoe Sager and Reed Matthews going to take on Lira tonight as well. Into the sit-out powerbomb. Is that going to be enough? Rogers out at 2, much to the chagrin of God's gift to wrestling. And again, whenever you see that smile creep across the mug of Blais, that spells all sorts of bad news if you're standing across the ring from him. Firing back from the mouth of his cannon, that super kick on target. 2 only. Rogers got to stay on him. Nice. Somersault neck breaker, and again grabbing hold, rolling the dice on Blais. 3 high impact moves in a row. Not enough. But perhaps the pendulum swung back in favor of Jared Rogers.
He isn't wrong, it was 2. It was 2, it was slow. Very slow. Very slow.
Rogers up on that middle rope. Perhaps Looking to put a bit of a punctuation at the end of this one. Blais knew exactly where he was. Rogers knew he was coming. Caught him up in the fireman's carry. Out the back door goes Rogers. Jockeying for position, rolling through, shoulders down. Into the schoolboy. Man, very close. Dropping down. Oh, he got caught again on the shoulders, spiked in the middle of the ring. Again, the experience edge showing through. Oh, rolled him up. Almost stole it. Sling blade from Rogers. And he's going to scale back to that middle rope again. Blais a little wobbly on his feet. Nice blockbuster from the top. Hooking the leg. Oh, man. Close. Very close indeed. Perhaps disappointment starting to creep across the face of Jared Rogers. That might have been his best opportunity so far to put another big win in the record. But Blais put everything he had behind that one. And again, right back on him like the rabid dog, snapping that suplex over. Dropping that knee right on the jaw. MRB looking to follow up. Nothing pretty about that. Just a slap across the face from your trainer. Rogers not going to take that laying down. Again, Rogers firing back. Blais going back to the footwork. Rogers able to go behind. Schoolboy again. Stacked him up. Not enough to get it done. Going to try the Mahi Straw. Tied up in knots. Again, Blais out at 2. Charging the corner, ran right into the sole of the boot. Rogers up on the middle again, waiting for Blais to get into the desired position. I don't think Blais is sure where his opponent is. I don't think he was going for that blockbuster again. MRB caught him right into that vertical suplex. Running brainbuster on the knee. And MRB gonna get the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the bout, Blais.
And perhaps the training of young Jared Rogers not quite complete. But he put up a hell of a fight, and things are definitely on the right track in our opening contest here at prequel number 6. MRB may have something to say.
Mr. B. Bring the heel out.
Show of respect from teacher to student. The future is bright for young Jared Rogers. And he's got a shot at gold right back here tomorrow night.
Let's hear it for the tremendous efforts of Jared Rogers.
And up next, gang warfare continues. One member of the Rads, one member of 7. TY and TJ going to go one-on-one. Let's go down to the Goose.
Yeah, there we go. All right, are you ready for more wrestling? Let's not waste any time. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Your referee for this contest, Stuart Garvey.
And it seems like every month Things get more tense between the Rads, between Seven, between the Clandestine Society. Tomorrow night, all three teams come to a head, but right now, as we wait for the unhinged TJ Cannon to make his way to ringside. One member from the Rads, one member from Seven going to try to get their shots in early before tomorrow night. You see
he weighs in at 195 pounds and comes to us from Winnipeg, Manitoba. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Pistol Pump TJ Cannon.
TJ Cannon accompanied to the ring by the leader of Seven and your LPW Scramble champion, Jack Pride. TJ always looks like he's pissed off and wants to hurt somebody. And do you know why? Because he's always pissed off and he always wants to hurt somebody. Here's a young man come up short in his quest, thus far at least, to become LPW Grand Champion. Member in good standing of the Rads, T.Y. Jackson. T.Y. going it alone tonight. Nobody in his corner, nobody seconding T.Y. Jackson, so he's already, at least in my estimation, at a disadvantage, and he knows it. You can see him ensuring, hey, Jack Pride, I know you're here, and I know what you're all about.
Weighing in at 210 pounds, he comes to us from Toronto, Ontario. Ladies and gentlemen, this is T.Y. Jackson!
I mean, the fans have spoken. Unfortunately, it doesn't make it so. Jack Pride offended by the words of the ringside fans, as he often is. Match number 2 at prequel number 6. Stuart Garvey already ensuring Jack Pride. I know you're there too, pal. Something tells me it's not going to make a lick of difference, but nonetheless, collar and elbow in the middle, and we're underway. TY going for left arm control. Using some athleticism. Cannon takes the left arm, not to be outdone. Shrugs off Jackson, but rolls right through him. TY gonna take it to the streets, take it down to the floor, perhaps rethink some offense here. I mean, you got 10 seconds. I don't know if that's all day, but I mean, what do I know, right? TY thought about making his way back into the squared circle, thought better of it, and now this is just mind games now. TY going to enjoy the freedom of speech from the ringside fans. And again, TJ Cannon disgusted to say the least.
TY's a champion, so we sucks. TY's a champion, so we sucks.
How delusional are you? Have another drink, buddy. Keep drinking. It's empty. Keep drinking.
Don't worry, I will.
Cannon making friends at ringside as he often does. Able to go behind in the waistlock. TY landing on his feet again. Using that athleticism up and over. This control from Cannon. Rolling through, disorienting his opponent. Single leg dropkicking again. TJ gonna take it down to the floor to take a breather, but you know as well as I do, you're not safe down there. Suicide dive into the third row. TY gonna roll his opponent back inside under that bottom rope. Readjusting some furniture. It's a good man right there. Back inside the ring, charging the corner up and over. Landing on the apron. Kick into the temple, rocking. Cobwebs into the brain. And there's Jack Pride trying to keep TY from getting to the top. With that momentary distraction, that's all it takes. Just that second into the drape DDT. TY hit that canvas hard, only a 1 count, but you can see he's in all sorts of discomfort. I think Cannon, he just wants to argue with anybody about anything.
This 1-2 stew crap's gotta quit. Hey, let's go. What?
Chop into the heart of the chest of Rad's member, T.Y. Jackson.
Who's your champion now, huh, bitch?
Uncalled for, but nonetheless, still to come. Wolfboy Will Mantla's back in the house. His second go-round here at Prequel. Gonna take on the returning Taryn from accounting. Blatant choke with the t-shirt. TJ don't give a damn. Never has. Swinging neckbreaker with that wrist control. Nicely done. Going for the cover. And make no mistake, TJ trying to keep Jackson in that corner, in that side of the ring where his ally Jack Pride is. And this is exactly why. Right hand right to the face. I mean, I have to say I'm shocked that there's nobody in the corner of TY. No Rad's member here to kind of even the playing field. But nonetheless, you get what you get. Referee in position to see if Jackson wants to give it up. I can assure you, the odds of that, very unlikely. Firing it right into the midsection to escape the clutches. And again, Jack Pride making his presence felt. Cutting off a potential comeback. Gourd buster from TJ Cannon. Planted him with that rocker dropper right in the middle. Shockingly, TJ Cannon arguing the cadence of the referee's count. Shockingly, not going to win that argument, but nonetheless, I assume it will continue with every unsuccessful pinning combination throughout this matchup. Now just blatant disrespect. TY not going to stand for that, fighting up from underneath. Exchanging heavy forearms in the middle. TY getting the better of the exchange. Leaping clothesline from TY Jackson. Jack Pry looking more than a little concerned down on the floor, shouting instructions as TY up to his feet and ready to go. Combination of kicks on target. Staggering Cannon into the corner. Jackson looking to follow up. Didn't quite get that kick. His momentum being taken away from the corner, but nonetheless looking to follow up. Through the ropes and down to the floor onto Pride. That's going to even up this situation in a hurry.
That was cool.
TY felt that was a risk worth taking, and we'll see if it pays off. All the way up top. Saw Cannon coming in. Caught him in that lung blower. Might be enough to get it done, trying to fold him up. And perhaps maybe in retrospect, that dive onto the floor onto Pride, ill-advised. What a pleasant young man TJ Cannon is. I want to hang out with him. Sarcasm. Not just for breakfast anymore. Snapmaring out of that predicament. Able to duck the clothesline. That kick definitely was on target. It might be enough to get it done. TJ Cannon out of 2 as we're starting to see some movement, some life from Jack Pride on the floor. T.Y. Jackson calling his shot, looking for that kick. Able to avoid impact and plant. T.Y. face first into the canvas. Left shoulder barely up in time. And now TJ throwing a regulation style hissy fit. Cannon looking to put an end. Look for that neck breaker again. TY able to avoid impact into the ripcord. Kick to the side of the face. TY going to reposition Cannon. Heading up top. Might be looking for that swanton bomb. On target with the swanton bomb. And T.Y. Jackson gonna get the win.
The winner of the bout, T.Y. Jackson.
And the Rads go into tomorrow night with a little bit of momentum. Big win for T.Y. Jackson over T.J. Cannon here at prequel number 6.
Awesome. The following contest is a tag team match, and it is scheduled for one fall.
LPW Grand Champion Zoe Sager and her hired muscle, the Thickness Reed Matthews, making their way for this tag team matchup. And I am pleased to be joined
and his tag team partner from Alberta. She is the APW Grand Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the Intangible Zoe Sager.
I'm pleased to be joined from Heavy Hockey by Mike Dashney. Dash, match number 3, tag team action. We got 2 sets of champions in this matchup.
Yeah, listen to Thickness. This is my time. Thank you for the lights. Tomorrow night, I will be facing off against the professional Travis Williams, known as Golden Boy. But the former Golden Boy will not be getting the gold because I am the LPW Grand Champion, whether you like it or not. Tomorrow night, not only will I be leaving with the gold, my bodyguard, Thickness Reed Matthews, will also be leaving with the Scramble Championship.
Not happening.
No time, he deserves the championship.
You can always look at it.
Oh, we will look at it from the comfort of our home because the intangible era is not ending anytime soon. Yeah, and I always speak in truths. She has the gold, I'm getting the gold. We are always on top.
Walmart has belts on sale.
Tonight, we go up against the LPW Tag Champions. And tonight, when we beat the Tag Champions, I feel as though we are deserving of the #1 contendership for those titles.
Zoe sucks.
Making us the winningest duo here in LPW.
Thank you, Thickness.
By the end of the weekend, we will have 2 titles and 2 more on the way. Let's bring them out.
Are they coming in the mail?
Dash, I apologize for cutting you off, but when the champ speaks, we gotta listen.
That's the way it goes. Excited to be here. I can feel the energy tonight. Thanks for the invite.
Sheikh Akbar Shabazz, Bayrat Gorani emerging from the shadows with the gold, those LPW tag team titles.
First, from the mean streets of LA, this is one half of your LPW Tag Team Champions, Sheikh Akbar Shabazz. This tag team partner, who's also a champion despite not having a belt. He is the son of Kosovo, Lira.
And this is a very unique matchup in the fact that these are 4 of the most unlikable people on the LPW roster. We'll see how the fans react, and we'll see how these 4 athletes react to each other.
I was thinking, I'm not sure which one of these 4 is the hardest to hate.
But Zoe did have some very interesting comments. Reed Matthews in that scramble match tomorrow could very much walk out with that gold, and if they were to get a win tonight, that would put them potentially at the front of the line for a shot at the tag team titles.
And dripping gold.
So the next 24 hours or so very interesting in the careers of both the Thickness Reed Matthews.
Our champ, big difference, like Spencer said. Our champ.
Taxes.
I don't pay taxes.
No. Zoe, you take your next. You're good.
There is the bell. We are underway. What do you think of the new look? The new do on Behrad Garani, the son of Kosovo, rocking the braids.
Let's go, B-Rat.
It's a little different, isn't it? Last time I was here, I was just concerned about whether his headband was on straight or not, so surprised he got into actually getting deep into his hair.
And we're talking about tomorrow night for the champ and for Reed Matthews. Lira have a big title defense against Sean Moore, Michael Allen, Richard Clark, and you have to assume that that's going to be renting space in the back of their heads as this match starts off quick. Thickness shoving the son of Kosovo into the corner, but he's going to use those long arms and those long legs to leap off the top and take out the Thickness.
That escalated quickly.
Quick tag to former PWA champion Sheik Akbar Shabazz. The Thickness living up to that nickname, breaking through that double clothesline attempt.
Crownie took that one.
Tag to Sager. She is now the legal participant. Double drop kick, nicely done. And like I said, interesting to see the way the fans react because there's quite frankly not a lot of people to love. Cannonball in the corner too. Quick cover from the champ. Shabazz out at 2.
Quick 2.
Sager wisely keeping Shabazz in their corner. Bouncing the skull of Sheik off that top turnbuckle.
Textbook tag team wrestling here, Boris.
Yep, cut that ring in half, absolutely. The professional Travis Williams won that gauntlet match last month, earning him that big LPW Grand Championship match tomorrow night.
Zoe better save something for that, I think.
And I think that's one of the things that's so unique about these events is there's so much going on tomorrow, but you also got to pay attention. You don't want to have a loss on the record. You want to have that momentum going into those big championship matches.
Pace yourself.
Reed Matthews almost Uranagiing the champ onto Sheik Akbar Shabazz. He needs to get out of there in a hurry.
Uranagi, as they say in France.
Who's Anagi?
Uranagi.
Damn right I am. Shabazz able to reverse that Irish whip. He's going to charge in. Nothing but turnbuckle.
Sneaky.
I mean, that's a perfect display of why they're the champs. Slingshot shoulder roll from Shabazz. I smell French fries. You smell French fries?
I don't know. Barrett Karani's the type of guy that smells like he looks.
Tremendous height on that splash. Hooking the leg. Zoe was ready to come in if need be. Thickness able to get the shoulder up. And this is where the bad attitude of Lira shining through. Mocking the champ in the corner. Wrist control on the Thickness as he scales to the top.
Couple big dudes here. Going old school.
Gonna see Gorani walk the ropes. Tried to go for that blockbuster, but that power of Matthews.
What a knee.
Put the brakes on that. Big splash, but no water in the pool.
Smart, is that what we're calling it, Boris?
Hey, got the job done. Down on the knee.
Effective.
Hooking that leg. Again, Zoe ready to come in if need be. Gorani always has that sly smile on his face.
Right.
Always feels like he knows something the rest of us don't.
That's well said.
Shot from the champ causing that momentary distraction.
He knows either nothing or everything.
Yeah,
and I can't figure it out.
Cut in half in the corner. Quick tag to the champion, and now they're going to go to work.
Step up Haluva.
Basement clothesline.
Another 2 count. Sheik almost came in to break that one up.
Shabazz known to bend the rules now and then or all the time.
Yeah, there's a few benders in this match. A few benders.
She tried to go for that Z factor.
Yep.
Guarani able to put the brakes on, but she still was able to shift that body weight into that DDT. Scampers over for the cover.
My goodness, what an impact on that DDT. Zoe planted him.
A lot at stake in this match in terms of the rankings of the tag teams, but also momentum going into tomorrow night.
Okay, Rat. She's right behind you.
Guarani having a bit of a torrid pace, recovering from that.
Zoe trying to use that power to pick up Guarani, unable to do so. Bayrat going to use the second he had to make that tag, and now Shabazz going to go to work.
Yep, good time. Going up top.
You got her, Shaky baby.
Is he taking too long, Boris?
Well, time will tell. Perhaps looking for that inverted superplex.
You got it.
Took a lot out of the back of the skull of Shabazz as well.
I think the ring shifted 3 or 4 inches to the northwest.
There's not a lot of space down there to move that ring around either. Reed in to make the save for the champ. That's going to bring in Guarani, and now everybody in there. Leg lariat from the son of Kosovo. And he's going to turn his attention to Sager. Hera Lira going to gang up on the champ. Drop down. Into that leg lariat tandem offense. Again, great display why they are the champions.
Pace is frenzied a bit again.
Again, that running knee strike. We've seen Reed Matthews use that to great success for...
That one was surgical.
I would have to say, pound for pound, one of the strongest talents we have here in LPW, coming to the aid of his meal ticket, if you will.
Textbook Matthews headbutt.
Sunset into the turnbuckle, into that cannonball. Some tandem offense. But Shabazz gonna drop Sager right on the top of her head.
Sheik might have actually broke her neck.
Yeah, we may see some effects of that tomorrow night.
Oh my God.
The champ's gonna turn their attention onto Reed Matthews.
Oof.
Into that torture rack position. Into the spine buster from Guarani.
Just playing catch.
I'm not exactly sure who the legal competitor is for the team of Sager and Matthews, but they're both outside the ring.
I think we still have Matthews and Sheik at this point.
Well, Ben Ullman making the count.
It's been frenzied.
Making the count over there.
Oh, no. No.
Power bomb. I can barely see from where I am, but I think he just power bombed her.
That was
onto a row of
forcibly
chairs.
unpleasant. I could see that from my angle, Boris. That was violent. Oh.
Matthews getting his skull bounced off the wall, courtesy of Shabazz.
I know the judge, Ben, is counting this one, but I think Zoe's kidney might have already topped out.
Yeah, this is broken down into a brawl, to say the least.
Goodness, what a shot. How did she get back in the ring after that? She did it. She didn't.
Zoe got back under that bottom rope just in time.
Wow.
And they're going to get that win by countout.
Wow.
Zoe Sager and the Thickness Reed Matthews.
I have often said
Little bit of
Zoe Sager
altercation with Sheik in the bend.
Zoe Sager is often the smartest person in the room, and she just proved it again. I mean, her body paid for it, but the record's going to say that they got the win.
Wow. I'm shocked.
Shabazz unhappy, to say the least. And Reed knows. You can see that sadistic smile on the face of Reed and Zoe. They know when they put one over on the champs.
Titles don't change hands in Canada.
Not a title match, my friend, but however, you can definitely see one in the future.
Absolutely. Hey, here's the new guy. There's my first mistake.
I make them all the time.
Sheik looks pretty dejected.
You want to hang out? Hang out, man.
Love to. Love to. We got another match in us?
We got 2 more to go.
Hell yeah.
Including Iron Man 30 minutes.
Let's do
this.
All right, before we move on to the next match of the night here, I just want to let everybody know that our LPW Cross Clandestine Wrestling Society shows are all taped and put up on the Patreon. So if you'd like to watch this footage back, join the Patreon. All right, who's ready for more wrestling? The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
2022 Referee of the Year.
Just ask him, man. He'll tell you all about it.
First thing he told me when I met him.
You can see that. Wolfboy Will Mantla making his way to ringside. He made his LPW Clandestine Wrestling Society debut last.
Entering the ring from the Northwest Territories, ladies and gentlemen, this is Wolfboy Will Mantla.
Made his debut last month. Had a tall order as he took on the champ, Zoe Sager. Zoe got the win, but I'm sure Wolfboy gained a lot of experience. And he's going to need it.
I was in the front row for that one last month.
And quite frankly, I hope his taxes are paid.
Well, Zoe gave him a slap. I think his teeth had a teeth-only meeting, and they ain't happy.
Clandestine Society member in good standing.
Introducing
Taryn from accounting.
when she enters the ring, only 2 things are certain: death and taxes. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Taryn from accounting.
We mentioned that big scramble match tomorrow night. Taryn from accounting also has a chance to become the second ever LPW Scramble champion. Jack Pride had a stranglehold on that.
7 always finds a way, it seems.
There is absolutely strength in numbers, especially here in LPW. If you don't got somebody watching your back, your life's going to be a lot more difficult than it needs to be.
Let's not forget that wallet of Archer.
I thought we could go a day without mentioning him. I should know better.
My check's in the mail. Taryn fan in the crowd.
There's a lot of Taryn fans in the crowd. Ring that bell, my man. Time to rock and roll.
Let's go.
Show of respect from the Wolfboy, and
Sure they spend a lot of time together? Training?
I'm sure they move in different circles. Taryn with the arm drag out of that collar and elbow. Mantla able to sidestep that charge in the corner. Up and over and onto the apron. Still to come, 30-minute Iron Man. Marz the specialist, Stephen Crowe trying to get their last shots in before tomorrow night. Slingshot over the top into the ring. Nicely done. Ducking that clothesline and hit the back heel kick. Scampering over for a quick cover. Can't blame him.
Wolfboy showing some good agility there.
Every so often you can catch somebody off guard, you can steal a win. Sometimes you shoot the puck from anywhere.
Hey, just get pucks deep.
I'm trying hockey analogies here.
Just
I don't know
get pucks
I don't
deep.
know if it's working, but hey.
Just go with that fallback.
Caught a hold of some hesitation from Wolfboy.
Yep.
Taryn's veteran instincts will kick in, and any hesitation, she will take that opening, and she will make you pay for it. Fired across the ring, charging in with the clothesline.
Experience shows.
The only way you get that experience is by getting in there and getting those reps. Up and over. Some athleticism shown by Wolfboy here. Nice arm drag. He can string together some more of that.
Taryn looks flustered.
Landing on his feet. Keeping control of that arm, looking for the Russian leg sweep. Nicely done.
There's some truculence.
Truculence? I didn't know I had to bring my dictionary for this. Come on, man.
You're a Brian Burke fan. That's his favorite word.
I'm a product of the Calgary Board of Education. Crescent Heights High School, class of 95. Anyway.
Jeez. Just asking.
Taryn swinging for the fences with that kick. Ducked the first one. Not so lucky on the second. But still landing on his feet. Back elbow to the back of the head. That one connected.
Yep.
Fired across.
Big clothesline.
Yeah, rod that clothesline right down to the canvas. Gonna hook that leg, trying to put him away.
2 count.
2 count says.
The 2022 Referee of the Year.
You're getting checks from everybody, aren't you?
Buddy. Dropping names.
Yeah, make that money, right?
Dropping names.
I don't blame you. No one's paying me for nothing. 2 count
You're not
only.
getting paid for this, boys?
Well, I mean, I get paid for this, but no one's
Jeez.
paying me for name drops. Those are on the house.
Easy for you to say.
Ooh. An elbow with authority into the sternum of the Wolfboy. Trying to cave that chest in. Ooh, man.
Explosive.
Taryn has a mean streak. It is well documented.
She slapped the bandana right off his head. Oh.
Mantla trying to fight up from underneath with right hands. Caught by the waistband, but able to duck that clothesline. Almost eyes in the back of his head, but not that time.
Elbow followed by a spinning back elbow, followed by an elbow. LPW's Gordie Howe.
Spine on the pine, gonna fold him up. 2 count only again.
I think she might have had him there. She planted him.
Wolfboy favoring that lower back.
Well, I guess so. Still got some fight. Let's see where it gets him.
Couple of ducked clotheslines, both have the same idea.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, that might put the reset button on this whole thing.
Fools seldom differ.
See who gets to their feet first.
Referees at 3. Not a lot of movement yet.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in on the Love Pro Wrestling Patreon to check out all these matches. We survive and thrive on your support, and for that we thank you.
Any positive comments on there, or just a bunch of people calling us a bunch of bald a-holes?
I try not to read the comments because I am in fact a bald a-hole.
You be both, brother.
Mantla getting the better of Taryn, using his elbows to great success. Drop kick on target.
Nice height. Taryn's stunned. He's got to capitalize. It's taking too much time.
Stalking his prey. Hangman's neckbreaker. Nicely done. Is it going to be enough for the upset?
TFA! 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 TFA!
Taryn looking frustrated. Wolfboy perhaps going high risk. Got caught, taking too much time.
It's a pattern. That experience coming through again, right, Boris?
That is a horrible way to land on that top turnbuckle, but nonetheless, hung out to dry, snapped over with the suplex.
Explosive.
Taryn going for the cover. Mantla showing some tenacity here, though. He will not go quietly into the night.
She hit him so hard, the rest of the pack of wolves started howling.
Perhaps looking for a second vertical suplex. Inside cradle from Mantla.
Oh, that was a deep two.
Caught her coming in with the kick. Perhaps looking Northern Lights with the bridge. 2 again.
Can't keep her down with that bridge. He's got to find something else.
He's got to keep on.
This might be it.
The high impact's adding up. If he can add another couple.
What's he looking for here?
Repositioning our official. He's got something in mind. Swinging through with the leg drop right into that rib area. Hooking the leg. Now it's Taryn's turn to show some tenacity. That's alliteration. Calgary Board of Education. Crescent Heights, class of 95. I like this guy already. He laughs at my nonsense. Taryn the worse for wear here. Hooking that right arm across that middle rope, trying to put the brakes on. Doesn't want to go for the ride. Ooh, man. Live rounds. Taryn looking to crunch some numbers.
I'll say.
And I believe Wolfboy is heading back to the pack. TFA with the win.
Put your calculator away. It's over.
TFA! Taryn from accounting!
But I have to say, Will Mantla's getting some good experience against some absolutely top quality opponents, and these are all learning experiences.
You better be getting a tax credit.
And TFA will move on to challenge for that Scramble Championship tomorrow night.
Show respect. Hugging it out. Giving the fans what they want, Boris.
You gotta send them home happy. And this has led us to our main event.
Sequence. Stick together.
Wardrobe malfunction at the junction.
The following contest is an Iron Man match. This match will contest for 30 minutes. Each pinfall, disqualification, count out, or whatnot will count as one fall. The person with the most falls at the end of the match will be declared the Iron Man and the winner of this bout.
The least falls. You don't want to fall more.
And it's time to get those last shots in before tomorrow night. And gang warfare for 7, the Rads and the Clandestine Society, as Jack Pride leads Marz the Specialist out to the ring. for this Iron Man match.
To the ring of a man of two minds, Jack Pride. This man comes to us from Calgary, Alberta. He weighs in at 205 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Marz, the Specialist.
And I have to say, I'm a little taken aback by the fact that Jack Pride headed back to the locker room, not going to stick around. Perhaps the utmost of confidence in the abilities of Marz, the Specialist.
Confidence is a tricky animal, though. Let's see how that turns out.
The food of the wise man, but the liquor of the fool.
Well said. Somebody's going to lose their liquor license. I saw Marz last month. Really impressed.
Absolutely staggeringly talented young man. But he's about to go toe-to-toe with another staggeringly talented and well-dressed young man in Clandestine Society member Stephen Crowe. The Rhinestone Cowboy about to dance his way into the hearts of the fans here at the Rec Room.
The only thing I like doing more than dancing is two-stepping.
Why don't you get up there? Let's see what you got.
I'm from Saskatchewan.
Sorry to hear that.
Don't tempt me.
Marz the Specialist has zero patience for what he perceives as this nonsense. He just wants to fight.
If he's got a nerve left, Crowe's on it.
From Calgary, Alberta, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Rhinestone Cowboy, Stephen Crowe!
And don't get it twisted, Stephen Crowe likes to have a good time, but he is also ready to go at the drop of a cowboy hat.
Where flamboyant meets tough. Ben doing his due diligence.
And make no mistake, 30 minutes is no joke.
Out with the screensaver.
There is the bell. We are underway. The clock is ticking.
Come on, gentlemen. Turn it up.
What did they go, 15 minutes last month? In that no contest? No time expired?
Time limit draw, absolutely. Let's tack on it. Let's double that. Whoever has the most falls is going to walk out the winner. And a win in a match like this, again, huge momentum going into tomorrow night.
That's almost the most important thing here. A lot at stake.
He was the only one there for you, Marz. Come on.
You left me over and over again. What do you mean, people?
There is absolutely a little bit of deep-seated rivalry history between these guys.
Seems personal.
And we talked about matches on shows like this, especially when you've got a big match tomorrow night. You want to try to get that match done as quick as possible, take as little punishment as you can. That's not an option in a match like this. You're out there 30 minutes regardless. You're going to take some abuse.
Oh, yeah. Nobody's wasting 30 minutes and going in tomorrow 100%. Not with two guys like this.
Marz staking his claim to being the Iron Man. Time will certainly tell on that as he's going for the backslide.
The relationship is evident. You can see the scouting. They know each other well.
Quick near falls, none successful early on. I just made myself a little makeshift scoreboard here, so I'm got everything on the up and up.
Expecting a lot of falls over there.
Well, I'm expecting at least one, man.
Didn't get one in 15 minutes last month.
You know, that's a fair point. That is a nuanced point.
Hey.
What high school did you go to?
Wynyard, Saskatchewan, 1993. 0 academic awards.
That stuff's overrated anyway. Stephen Crowe charging in, up and over, landing on the apron. Caught that right coming in. Going to fire back with some rights of his own.
Well placed.
Wrist control. Scaling up to the top.
Put some authority on that one.
Marz able to sidestep but got caught.
Well scouted again.
Show of power. Rolling through, shoulders down. Crucifix from Crowe, shoulders down again.
Vehement pace.
Yeah, Marz able to get into the ropes to avoid that. Repeated near falls.
Ben's hand's gonna get sore.
It's actually a pretty common complaint for referees. That hand takes a beating.
Especially with a pace like that.
Front facelock just grinding down. And wise from Stephen Crowe again. Slow the pace down. We are in no hurry.
Is Jack Pride in charge of the clock up here? It's jumping around.
Don't worry, there's some technical difficulties here, but I know what's going on. They have fast-forwarded a lot, but nonetheless.
Marz, the specialist, found a DeLorean to go 888 in here. Jumped a few minutes.
Springing off that middle rope with the head scissors.
We'll get that clock adjusted live here.
This is a lot faster of a pace than I thought we'd see this early on. I thought maybe some energy conservation, but I think getting that 1-0 lead, getting that first goal per se, very, very important in a situation like this. Nice bridge, able to keep the shoulders off the mat. Marz.
Yeah, they got to get a good jump out there.
Looking for the backslide. He can get the shoulders down.
Wrestling chess.
Inside cradle again, shoulders down. Again, unsuccessful in getting the 3. Ooh, that right hand on target.
That landed.
I mean, that's not a lie. They went time limit last month. That's how we ended up where we are today.
Step up knee.
Stephen Crowe using a lot of knee-based offense. Calling a shot, charging in. Oh, pulling Ben Owen into harm's way. Went to the eyes. It's not ethical, but it's damn effective. And that is one fall. One fall for Marz. By hook or by crook. He got it done.
Marz has scored a pinfall in this match. It is 1-0.
There's a buffet of advantages there. He took it.
And this is where strategy comes in now. Does he try to go add to that total? Does he kind of play a defense and just try to ride that one pinfall?
Well, it took him 5 minutes. I was wrong. Keep the momentum going. Trust the process.
Marz more than confident in his ability.
Sure, 7 has a game plan.
Oh, you could bet your boots 7 always has a game plan. And right now, Marz's game plan is to have all the blood of Crowe rush to the head. Able to shift the weight to land on his feet. Floating over. Just counters upon counters. No one's able to get a hold of anything for long enough. Rolling through. Stephen Crowe ties it up. 1-1.
I'm really impressed with the back and forth there, Boris. This is wrestling chess at its best. They know each other well. They're countering well.
And shotgun dropkick. Stephen Crowe did it ethically, I might add.
Wow. I suppose that's important to add.
To some people.
You know. Ethical and effective, they're both E words.
And perhaps the strategy of Marz adjusted again, having lost his lead.
Maybe the fatigue's starting to set in a little bit here. That or Marz just becomes a little bit more surgical, and
he is called the specialist for a reason. Absolutely, he can adjust the game to the situation as required. And he knows he's not in a hurry.
Incredibly versatile. Moves really well for a strong kid.
And full of hair up into that fireman's carry. Lands him with that Samoan drop.
Did he ever? Skip that chiropractor appointment this week.
Crowe out at 2. Helping Stephen Crowe back to his feet by the lovely locks. Staggered into the corner with that European uppercut. Creating separation, charging in. Ooh. Head over heels goes Marz. Crowe looking to take advantage of this opening. Caught with the right up top. Marz going to follow him up. Perhaps looking to bring him back in the hard way.
The referee's got to get him back in the ring here.
Yeah, Crowe wants no part of that superplex, trying to battle his way out of it. Ooh. That is one way to do it. I mean, I'd call it a palm strike, but it was just a slap. Crowe up top. Meteora on target, shoulders down. And that is another fall for Stephen Crowe.
Stephen Crowe has scored another fall. It is now 2-1 for Stephen Crowe.
The back of the skull of Marz hit the canvas hard, and he is a little bit worse for wear, a little bit disoriented.
Marz might have shown a little overconfidence there.
Yeah, Crowe looking to follow up and perhaps add to that total. Nice elbow right on the point of the jaw. Confidence growing for the Rhinestone Cowboy.
Rec Room audience fully behind him.
Butterflying the arms into that backbreaker. We've seen that many times.
I think he actually broke his back.
That is a gross and violent looking maneuver, and it might add to the total.
Wow.
You're strong, Marz. Open out. Good job.
Marz needs that top rope to help keep him vertical.
As always, the LPW crowd helping Marz out with some of his self-confidence.
Marz able to put the brakes on that Irish whip. Back heel kick out of nowhere. Just when you start to count him out, he goes and pulls something out of the bag of tricks.
Every time I see Marz wrestle, he just does something else like that to impress me.
Side stepped, side two-stepped, if you will. Crowe stacking him up in the corner. We've seen this many times.
Yep.
Likes to hit that double knees. Right into that rib area. Looking to add another piece of offense. Charging in again, the double knees.
Detonated those knees.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Good, the bad, and the ugly, Boris.
Marz wanted no, that was bad and ugly. And that is going to be a disqualification. That is going to give.
The score is now 3-1 for Stephen Crowe.
That is going to give Stephen Crowe another fall, but look at Marz and the smile on his face, perhaps a calculated risk, a calculated idea, as Stephen Crowe is a mass of uncomfort on the canvas.
Not sure unpleasant's the right word.
Marz charging in with that running knee strike right to the heart.
Took full advantage.
Up onto the shoulders, into that TKO. And I have a feeling the score. Oh, oof. I spoke too soon.
Wow.
Look at Marz. He's just as shocked as the rest of us.
You can see the impact on the Rhinestone Cowboy here.
I was ready to add another notch to the total of Marz the Specialist.
Put that Sharpie away, Boris.
Absolutely. Oof. Raining down right hands. He's got to be careful. He might get disqualified again.
Pushing the limits.
Yeah, Ben could have just as easily.
Or is that just part of Seven's plan?
I think Marz has gone a little off the rails here.
Just now?
Frustration can do crazy things to an athlete, can make you abandon your game plan and perhaps do things you wouldn't normally do, especially in a situation like this.
And we mentioned off the top, this is personal.
You got it, Marz.
Referencing abandonment issues.
Right now,
Poor
Stephen Crowe has German suplex issues.
Taking him to Suplex City, as they'd say.
Hit him, Marz.
Maintain control for release.
All impact. Is that going to be enough to get one done? And it's not. Resiliency of Stephen Crowe unparalleled.
What kind of toll is this going to take on them for tomorrow, Boris? This is getting...
Yep, a lot of this stuff is down payments on what's going to go down tomorrow night. I can't wait for tomorrow night.
Me either, buddy.
Zoe Sager flying high on the way to defending that LPW Grand Championship against Travis Williams, who won that gauntlet match last month. Scrambled title on the line, tag team titles on the line, tag team wars, new faces, new talent making debuts, all kinds of stuff going on tomorrow.
New announcers, Boris.
Massive clothesline from the Specialist. And that clock ominously ticking away in the background for Marz as he's having trouble getting a fall on Stephen Crowe.
Pretty incredible way to use the ropes as leverage there. You can see a mouse swelling up underneath Marz's eye. Something related. If that's not a repeat from last month. Same way.
Nobody works 100% in this business. Some worse than others, unfortunately.
Especially tomorrow night after this.
Backing Crowe into the corner, going to try to cut him in half with those shoulder tackles. And again, Ben perhaps being a little bit lenient.
Took him a long time to get that involved.
The one-gun salute from Marz to our official, perching Stephen Crowe up on the top. Oh, man.
Saskatchewan Dirty Bird there.
Excellent work. Excellent work.
You brought this upon yourself.
Marz positioning his legs on the outside as well. We've seen him do that unique superplex from this position. If he can hit that.
Came along with a lecture. Struggling to...
Yeah, jockeying for position.
Exactly.
Crowe wants no part of it, but he's caught.
Exactly.
He's in the clutches.
Still jostling. These guys just know each other so well. It's so evident. Oh, are we going to see those knees again, Boris?
He's hung out.
Oh, boy.
He lost that grip. He lost that footing.
Oh, Marz is
And now...
begging.
Violent double stomp from the Rhinestone Cowboy.
Stephen Crowe woke up this morning and chose violence. There it is. There it is. Wow.
Ben Owen administering the 10 count. What happens if we get to 10? Do they both get a fall? How does that work?
Boy, 2 + 2 = potato.
Saskatchewan Board of Education.
Math is hard. Math is hard.
Signs of life for both athletes, but man,
Starting a bit.
we are over halfway through our 30-minute time limit.
Referee bends at 8.
Stephen Crowe leading 3-1. Both competitors barely back to their feet, but I have a feeling not for long.
Both wrestlers showing visible wear.
Exchanging bombs in the center of the ring. Perhaps Crowe getting the better of the exchange.
I came to a wrestling show and didn't expect a hockey fight to break out, but I ain't complaining.
Duck that enziguri. Face jam from Crowe.
The Cowboy can get another pin here. This is going to be tough for Marz to come back from.
We're about to get Western up here at the rec room. We ducked that clothesline from behind.
Well scouted.
Crowe landing on his feet. Sidestepped out onto the ring apron right in front of us.
Oof.
A little too close for comfort.
I almost punched my hat off.
Heel trip from Crowe. And there's that clothesline to the back of the head.
Now we found it.
Butterflying the arms into that power bomb. Shoulders are down. Marz out at 2.
2 count.
And now the tables turn. Stephen Crowe frustrated he couldn't add to his total.
Ben was adamant with the 2 there. Rec room crowd needs to get behind the Cowboy. Here they come.
Caught him with the elbow coming in. Pump kick from Crowe.
Nice exchange. Oh no.
Van Omen got pulled into harm's way.
That was stiff. Poor Ben.
I mean, 7 never afraid
Maybe
to bend/break the rules. Super kick.
Cowboy might have been a little too concerned with the referee there. Keep his eyes on the specialist.
Clothesline over the top, down onto that stage. That stage, solid concrete. I know I say it every month, but if I'm lying, I'm dying.
Thing don't budge.
The specialist up on that middle rope.
I'll tell you when you're telling lies.
Whoa. Moonsault. Landed
Roll
on his
through.
feet, able to roll through. Caught the pump kick. It's dangerous going up on that stage area.
Boy.
Crowe able to go behind. Marz trying to break the grip. Shoved him.
I think he's
Put the brakes onto that post.
threw the parachute out there. Oh. Those shots echoing through the rec room.
Combination of kicks. Reminds me of a little someone.
Little someone. Textbook Marz. Bounce off the ropes. Ben start. Oh. Just as the referee's starting to stir, a steel chair comes out.
I don't know where the hell that chair came from.
I don't know either. Oh, now Marz wants him up. How convenient.
Perhaps could be looking for a count out to get a fall.
Stephen Crowe's looking for his teeth.
Hellacious steel chair.
Truculent. Turbulent.
It's all academic at this point, and this is where Marz can take these extra few seconds, get his win back, perhaps plot some more offense.
If he can get one more, taking advantage of this. It's a different ball game, isn't it?
All is
Marz, the specialist, has gained another point, making the score 3 for Stephen Crowe, 2 for Marz, the specialist.
all is good.
Did not get himself in before the 10 count, and that's another fall for the specialist.
all is good in the world of Marz, the specialist, and if he can stay on him, perhaps a tie game in the future. Perhaps package, pile, driver. And indeed,
taking advantage of the weakened neck, the chair shot, followed by a pile driver, and this thing's all tied up.
And we're basically back where we started from some 24 minutes ago. Marz putting the bad mouth on Stephen Crowe, and he's certainly in the driver's seat. Under 6 minutes, depending on what clock you want to go by.
We're in Saskatchewan or Alberta time.
5:30 in Newfoundland.
It's 5:30 something.
Marz charging in, caught the boots, the shiny boots. And perhaps looking to give Stephen Crowe a taste of his own medicine.
Calling for the last time.
Crowe able to avoid impact. German suplex.
Release German suplex with authority.
Onto the skull.
How
Make
about another?
it 2. Marz is glassy-eyed.
Oh. I was going to say the only thing better than 2 Germans is 3, but...
Sweeping the pins out from under Marz, charging the ropes. Shining Wizard from the Cowboy.
Momentum shifting back again.
Marz out at 2. We are all tied at 3 falls apiece, creeping up to the 4-minute mark. I mean, it's anybody's ball game at this point.
Well said.
Crowe butterfly in the arms again. He might be looking for that backbreaker again. Had some success with it early on.
Can dig deeper into that tank of gas.
Back body drop from Marz. Crowe hit the canvas hard.
See the pain on his face.
Charging with the enziguri off the side of the skull of the Rhinestone Cowboy. Perhaps a shout out to Michael Richard Blais with that brainbuster on the knee.
Well, that looked familiar.
Nobody quite does it like God's gift. Not enough to get a fall. Creeping up to the 3-minute mark.
A shout out or a slap in the face to his brother.
Oh, it's absolutely a slap in the face.
Both wrestlers really labored here.
Now we saw this strategy earlier on from Marz, trying to go for that superplex, unsuccessful.
This is your end.
Perhaps a last-ditch attempt to take the lead. All impact on that superplex.
My goodness.
Core strength of Marz, the specialist, on display.
Double dirty bird.
And he's up on the top. Target locked. Nobody home on the moonsault.
Marz spending too much time talking to the fans.
These guys so
This is your 2-minute warning.
Evenly.
There are 2 minutes remaining in this contest, and the score is even at 3-3.
In hockey, we call this 3-on-3 sudden death overtime, Boris.
Yeah, these guys so evenly matched as we're inside 2 minutes.
Gonna come down to will and attitude.
Stephen Crowe using those ropes to get up to his feet. Marz not far behind. Charging in, caught the elbow. And now every small minor mistake at this point in the match, so valuable, so important to take advantage of.
He might have to take a risk. Getting down to it. Boris, what happens if we're 3-3 at the end of 30 minutes?
I have a feeling we might find out as we're creeping in to the final minute. Fireman's carry position, very precarious. Samoan drop from the top.
That left arm got tucked underneath. That was all on his left shoulder.
And that took a lot out of Marz, the specialist, as well.
Knowing him, he'll take advantage. You better hurry.
45 seconds. Marz looking to follow up. Time is wasting. Coming up on 30 seconds. Fireman's carry. Crowe trying to elbow his way out. Poison Rana right on his head.
Planted him. Referee Ben Oman giving us some instructions.
We are at 15 seconds. Spinning out with that neck breaker, scampering over. 1, 2,
Got him.
3.
Wow.
He got it. And the match is over.
Did he get that in time?
He got it in time.
That could not have been closer.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the Iron Man match and new Iron Cowboy. This is your winner, the Rhinestone Cowboy, Stephen Crowe.
I looked up at the clock as the referee's hand came down for 3, and there were 2 seconds ticking away. I mean, talk about coming down to the wire. As you heard from the Goose, Stephen Crowe is your Iron Cowboy.
The day the rhinestones turned to iron.
Tremendous night of action here at prequel number 6 as we get set for the big show tomorrow night. LPW Hot Tag.
Let's hear one more time for the Rhinestone Cowboy.
Dash, thank you for hanging out with me. My name is Big Bad Boris.
Thanks, buddy. Been an absolute pleasure.
For everyone involved with the Clandestine Wrestling Society and Love Pro Wrestling, I'm Big Bad Boris. Good night, everybody.
I want to thank
Good night.
everybody for coming out. Make sure you remember that tomorrow night, LPW is back here for Hot Tag. And you should be too. I've been the Kyle Shaw, aka the Canadian Goose. Thank you very much.
Even a saint can fall from grace. You know the choice is yours to make. What are you gonna do? With a little bit of doom